Hello, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. I'm your host, Cortney Bloomer. Today's episode is brought to you by Paradise Salon Spa and Wellness, now offering microblading for eyebrow enhancement. Check them out at the address shown on your screen. Our guest today is Kelly Clark, the president of local bicycle and pedestrian advocacy organization, Muscle Powered. Welcome, Kelly.
Thanks, Courtney. I'm happy to be here.
Muscle Powered has been helping to improve biking and walking in Carson City for 20 years now.
I can't believe it. Can you believe it? It's been almost 20 years. Next year we'll celebrate with a big 20th anniversary celebration. One of the things that's so exciting when you're the president of a nonprofit is you get to see the change in your community as a result of all the efforts we've made over the last 20 years.
And the efforts that Muscle Powered has made are very broad. You've done things here in town as well as more recently a really intensive effort on some of our area trails.
That's right. Our motto is walk, bike, and build. So we introduce people into the walking and hiking programs. We have a bike program on every Sunday morning, and we also are building trails that are world class, and we're very pleased at the results that are happening. And the other thing that we're seeing, and it's happening more and more naturally, is that as people come to the community and they're looking for a way to get involved, they're volunteering with Muscle Powered, and we're welcoming them in, and we're seeing that there's a real impetus and a real focus, not only on safer walking and biking with our downtown redevelopment, but also people are very focused on improving quality of life, reducing pollution in the community, and exercising and being healthy. And that's really just an exciting thing to be part of all the way around.
Oh, absolutely. Tell people a little bit about some of the things they might have seen in the community that Muscle Powered is involved in, just to kind of help them to familiarize themselves with the organization.
Okay, if you've been to, first of all, if you look at the Nevada Appeal calendar, we have 2 hikes every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's a very active group. We have a beginning walk on Tuesday morning, and then we have hikes on Thursday in the afternoon and early evening. And those groups are up and running. They are very active and they are engaged. They're going through their own strategic planning right now. They're looking at ways that they can improve their program. They want the group hikes to be fun. They want them to be safe, and they also want to explore some new areas. So they're kind of developing some of their own policies. The other programs that probably people in the community are very familiar with is the bike valet at the farmers market. All summer long we have our bike valet where we park your bike for free, and we will give you all kinds of great information there on how to travel safely in Carson City using the new multi-purpose map, which Muscle Powered completed, and we just had it released in June. It's a map that shows the best walking and biking trails around the town, the slower routes, so that you might have a better safety component to your travel. It also gives opportunities for families to really look at the map and say, well, I'd like to go ride, but I don't want to be on the street. Where can I take my family? And it shows the dirt trails that are available. For instance, Silver Saddle Ranch, as you know, Courtney, that's a spectacular place for a family to go and have a little off-road adventure in a very safe way. The other projects that we have been very closely engaged with, we work tirelessly to follow improvements in the city infrastructure. We try and make recommendations that support city applications for grants. We support city work that benefits infrastructure because we know that better roads, wider roads are safer for bicyclists. And we know that trails and sidewalks that are ADA accessible and are available in all areas of town improve transportation for an entire group of people. We have seniors in this community who walk and are in wheelchairs, and we want to make sure that their infrastructure, that their travel is as safe as anybody else's. So those are some of the programs we've really been closely involved with, but you are very involved with everything we do. So you could probably give me 3 more ideas about things that we're doing in the community that I've already forgotten.
There are a whole lot of things that Muscle Powered is involved with, and we're going to talk about a couple more of them. But first, after that great overview of the program, I think people can understand why Muscle Powered was just recently nominated for a very important award.
Yeah, we are so honored. We were named a finalist in the Governor's Point of Light Award program. That is an award for the outstanding volunteer organizations and individuals in the state. We were nominated by Mayor Bob Kroll. I was just so touched that he thought so highly of us to nominate us for this outstanding award. And we did very well. We competed very well. We were the #1 nonprofit in Northern Nevada. And statewide, we got to go to Vegas and celebrate with our other volunteers, organizations, and we met these most amazing people. I mean, we met people who are turning their communities upside down and doing good works for seniors, for the underserved, and for veterans in their community. And so, because we do have volunteerism as our base, we are a completely volunteer-driven organization. We have no paid staff at all. We certainly understand the trials and tribulations of working with volunteers, and we're working more closely to develop more opportunities for volunteers in our community. The hiking and biking programs, the trails work. Oh my gosh, 10,000 hours, Courtney, went into building the Ash to Kings Trail with our volunteer labor and Jeff Potter's leadership and the trail crew guys' leadership.
And we need to say that they were awarded for that as well.
They were nominated for the outstanding mountain bike trail in the country. Jeff Potter has been awarded the Trail Worker of the Year for 2015. These are really accolades that show us that people notice what we're doing, and it's quite humbling to be in the role as president as all of these awards are happening. But I've just got to tell you, our volunteers, our board, they are inspirational people, and if you join us, you're going to be inspired to do more. I can tell you I am. Every day I see them, every day people come up with great ideas, and we're committed to improving quality of life. And you know, people say there's nothing like a small group of people can get a lot done, and that's absolutely true with Muscle Powered.
And absolutely, I can speak firsthand from having been involved with Muscle Powered. It's a great way to get involved in the community, and you see really tangible results. When you've been in an organization like Muscle Powered for now, like we said, close to 20 years, you can see that the changes have happened. And when you go downtown, you're like, hey, we had something to do with this. And if you want to join an organization that's really going to give you a chance to see your work in the community, Muscle Powered's a great choice.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. And as we move forward, we're looking for more opportunities to do more. And one of the projects that we recently have taken on has to do with safety. And I know this is a subject close to your heart.
Yeah, absolutely. In my regular job as the bicycle and pedestrian coordinator, making sure that people can walk and bike in our community, and especially kids, is the most important thing. So I'm really excited. You mentioned that Muscle Powered supports city grant applications, but what you didn't say is that Muscle Powered sometimes receives grants on their own. And this is an example of that. Yes,
we have taken on doing grant applications in the last couple of years. And this is actually a grant. It was a $2,000 grant from the Governor's Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Board. And I came up with this idea because I had heard Sheriff Furlong talking about the problem in the community of zombie driving. Just right. People zombieing out and not paying attention. And as I started to look at it, and I realized that one of the major problems is zombie texting. When people do this, and they are driving down the road and they're looking at the phone, they have absolutely no peripheral vision. They can't see the bicyclist that's coming up on their right side. They can't see anybody in the crosswalk. In fact, if you were going 55 miles an hour and you have your phone up like this, in 5 seconds, you could span the length of a football field as if your eyes were closed. That is how out of touch you are with the world when you are zombie texting. So I've developed a campaign, and I have a small committee. We're working to do a video competition with all the Carson City schools, Carson High School, Sierra Lutheran, and Argent. And we are asking the high school students to become involved and create their own 30-second public service announcement on the dangers of texting while driving, especially as those activities affect cyclists and pedestrians. Across the country, the numbers are going up. The deaths are up. The numbers of pedestrians, 9,000 pedestrians in this country were killed last year. And it's just a terrible, terrible, terrible accident. It's not an accident, it's a crash, people. People have to pay attention when they're driving. Turn off the phone. Put it down.
People don't realize the damage they can do behind the wheel of a car. A car is a killing machine.
Yes.
If you're not paying attention
It
while you're
absolutely-
behind the wheel.
it
And
absolutely
texting
is.
is definitely one way that people become very distracted.
Yeah, in distracted driving alone, that activity killed 3,500 people last year in the country. Teenagers have the highest rate of using a personal device, and that number is going up in all of the statistics that the National Highway Traffic Safety Association has put out. So we're hoping that the kids will get creative, and we have incentives for them. $750 grand prize for the team that wins the video competition. Their video, 30-second public service announcement, will be distributed to all of the television stations in the state, and we hope they go viral. We want this to catch on. We want it to catch fire. And we want them to receive the accolades and the professional development that'll come from developing a video, because that is a lot of work. The deadline is not until April 10th, so they got some time. They've got Christmas break, they've got spring break to work on this project, and we have some really great teachers at Carson High School that are participating and helping with it. Pat Quinn Davis and Patricia Ababio. And also Sherry Kelly at the high school. They're all involved, and they're having us make presentations. And we're working with other partners as well. The No Teen Fatalities program that the Department of Public Safety has, they're going with us, and they're also talking about the problems of distracted driving. So it's a great partnership effort. And I'm looking forward to seeing those videos. I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Absolutely. And what a fantastic program to really get this idea in front of those teen drivers, because the teens are talking to the teens through their video. So I think it really lends credibility to the message and really helps to spread that around the community.
Yeah, we hope so. We really do. And if it catches on, we'll see what we're going to do. But we've already been approached by other public safety bodies who say, ask for more money. So who knows what we'll do in the future.
Well, that sounds like a fantastic project. Recap the details one more time. How can kids enter? What do they need to do?
Great. So all of the information is at www.musclepowered.org. And you can get the application there. The video, our flyer is there. All of the information on the criteria and how the videos will be scored. Very important to review the data sources, because that's going to enter into the criteria and how you get evaluated. We provide specific data sources to look at, and all videos are due by April 10th, 2018, and they're due to room 136 at Carson High School. And you can call me anytime, 315-2719. Or email me, and the application has my phone number on it, so please email or call me if you have any questions at all.
All right. Kelly, thank you so much for being here today and sharing with us about Muscle Powered and this fantastic competition. I hope lots of video submissions come your way.
Thank you, Courtney.
All right, and thanks to all of you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City, brought to you by Paradise Salon, Spa, and Wellness, now offering microblading. Visit them at the address shown on your screen. If your business would like to sponsor a future edition of It's Your City, please contact Darla. That address is now on your screen. I'm Cortney Bloomer. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.